The pomp and circumstance continues with Australia's royal tourists, Queen and Hammer to Fall.
Okay, that was Queen with Hammer to Fall, and it's my privilege to welcome them back to Countdown into Australia.
Thank you.
John,
thanks,
Roger, and Brian.
Thanks very much. Nice to be here.
Good. Listen, the album, you must be exceptionally happy with how that's gone.
Definitely, yeah. It's great. It's
Yeah.
been going a while now. It seems to have some life in it still.
Yeah, I mean, coming up with something new all the time, and especially with a group like yourselves that have had such a long period in the charts, you know, going back, what, 10, 11 years now. Yeah. Do you ever tire of the recording studios?
Yeah, actually, get completely sick to death of it.
Yeah.
But, and you know, the good bits make up for the bad bits.
Right.
But it does go on a bit sometimes, doesn't it?
So is it good to be back on stage?
Yeah, yeah, it's great, yeah. It's great.
Well, listen, you've been receiving rave reviews here, and you've lived up to your Brazil excitement. Must have been a bit of a knockout that. And I'll let you take over the show. Meanwhile, we'll just have a look at Chartbuster.
Now it's back to Brian, Roger and John.
Don't you forget about me. It's one of my favourite bands, actually. They've got a great drummer. I think that's from The Breakfast Club, which is a movie in the US, and it's in the top 10 now, I think. And I think we've got somebody live in Countdown Studio next.
Now we have a band very well known to you all from New Zealand originally, but now based in Australia. These are live in the studio, ladies and gentlemen. Dragon with Speak No Evil.
Hello, that was Geisha with their first single, Fool's Way. They'll be in the studio in June, I think, with producer Peter Dawkins. And coming up next, I think we have U2.
Yeah, another great band, even though they're from Ireland. This is U2 with a sort of homecoming. Thank you, Gavin. Now we've got somebody from England with a song I think that should be called Short Boy.
Well, yes, it's Mr. Kershaw, as you may have guessed. And Nick is going to be appearing in 3 weeks' time on Countdown, which is the show that our own singer, Mr. Mercury, is going to be hosting for you. In the meantime, here's Nick Kershaw's new single, Wide Boy.
Hi there, that was the Variety Beats with Boombox and Good Golly.
Yeah, hello, Dolly.
Good heavens above.
Here comes Molly with the aptly named Humdrum.
Okay, Gavin, that was the top 10 for this week. We'll be having the #1 prediction coming up in a minute. After I've gone back from the Sunbury days of first seeing you, then to return concert tour here. There was nothing wrong with Sunbury. As far as I was concerned, it was a great concert. Then Hyde Park, and then the Bohemian Rhapsody film clips, and so on and so on and so on. What, in your mind, it's an unfair question, but what has been Queen's greatest moment so far, do you think?
Appearing on Countdown.
Just like that's wonderful. No, but I mean, you know what I mean?
Friend of my life.
I was going to say, what album or what single do you think has been one of the group's favourites?
Rhapsody was the biggest step, I think, really, because that just established us everywhere.
Right.
The video going out, you know, the video got our image across to people.
That was like the first one, so that was why.
Well, absolutely. I mean, like with Bruce Gars, correct me if I'm wrong,
yeah,
directed
that's right,
that.
Yeah.
And he was what, the first of the video makers, really, wasn't
That's right,
he?
yeah, we can't afford him, yeah.
No. Well, listen, thanks for doing the show.
It's been a pleasure.
And we'll catch up with you also in Sydney at the concerts and that.
Yeah, I hope so. It should be great fun, actually.
All right, listen, it's good night from me. Good night, Brian, John, Roger. And it's Good Night Australia, and here's the #1 prediction coming up. Already they have a big hit with Shout, and here's the new one, Tears for Fears, and
everybody wants to...